Everybody, welcome back to TGIF. Let's get back into it. This morning, Kyle Rittenhouse took the stand and testified about why he killed two people who were protesting the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Now, Rittenhouse could barely get through his statement when he broke down mid-sentence. As a result of his meltdown, the judge, which seems like he's a family member at this point, calls for a recess. Take a look at this clip.
Cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were
Are y'all buying this performance or not? I didn't see not one there tear drop out of those eyeballs. I mean, you try to force yourself, you listen, I've done enough bad acting in the 90s and all the music videos I did to know that this was horrific acting.
He must have a public defender fresh out of the easiest law school to go to and no budget money to have sent him to a rich white woman's house so she could have showed him how to do it properly. I'm not even an attorney, but I know that him playing the sympathy card definitely was the wrong move in this case, because buddy, ain't nobody gonna feel sympathetic for you. And now we really looking at you like, bro, you playing us.
What do you think about his his tears?
I'm like you. I said, I ain't seen that one tear. He tried though. He pushed it from the diaphragm, but he still didn't get it. But let me tell you what's so interesting here, guys. Remember, he came down to the protest, not to support the protest. He came looking for heat because he came with a gun. Now, how he ended up bumping into those three defendants who he ended up killing two of them, I don't know. But I know this ain't the best thing to say, but he killed one of those defendants, one of those victims, because those victims were chastising the people that were supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, right? One of the guys that he killed was Joseph Rosenbaum, and Joseph Rosenbaum has 11 counts of child molestation with little boys between 9 and 11 years old, having anal sex with them. So
what I'm hearing is he did us a favor.
He did us a favor.
Okay, I get that, and I've been seeing that online. Okay, that is a fact. We know now that person was a piece of shit. We gotta. He has to stand trial for what he was thinking, what was happening in that moment. He didn't know that. And when we get to a point when 17-year-old young white teenagers, 17-year-old teenagers take guns, cross state lines, go over 30 some miles into a whole different city, claiming to defend property in his community because his dad lives around that area. Okay, you was going looking for trouble. Yes, it so happened to work in his favor that this guy is a horrible person. But when we get to a point when young vigilantes are out here and being judge, jury, and executioner, we just can't have that. I watched some of the trial today, and when first of all, the prosecutor was getting his butt kicked all day, by the judge, and then finally he started to get it together, and he was really kind of getting into the mindset of why you were really down there. Your mom dropped you off with a rifle, with your assault weapon, to go protect people's property. And the person that owned that property said, I don't want y'all down here doing this for me. And you did it anyways. You went looking for that smoke. And you got it.
But see, the best part is it was white supremacists versus white supremacists. So for me, I'm cool with it. So, let the chips fall where they may. He came down there knowing good and well he wasn't protecting no businesses. He came down there looking for some heat. And what he ended up bumping into was other heat from his other white supremacist friends, which he ended up firing off on because he's young and scared.
So, he lied and said he was down there as a trained medic. He said he was a trained medic. He said that.
With a gun.
He also lied and said that he didn't shoot anybody. He had someone following him with a camera that wanted to interview him and cover him, whatever. So people are so ridiculous with this camera and this need to be seen. They're filming everything.
So, oftentimes when crimes like this happen and the victims are Black, the white person gets off. These victims happen to be white. So are we going to be mad if he get off?
I'm still going to be mad because it's not the same energy that they would keep with a with Black folks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time it's
I'm just checking. I didn't get the email from the NAACP, so I'm just trying to figure out where I need to put my emotions.
In this case, I'm just like, I'm not even interested anymore, because once I found out that he was pretty much a white supremacist and he bumped into white supremacists and they had their little quarrel and he killed somebody. Okay, good. Y'all need to kill each other off. I'm good. Next story. I don't even need to follow this case anymore.
It just bothers me because even though it's all white, it is white victims, it is white on white crime.
There was intention behind it. It was fueled by Black hate.
Right, it was, and also when this man is in the midst of all these fires and gunshots, and he walks towards the police with a rifle strapped to him, they said they gave him a heads up, a thumbs up. There was no issue. But Tamir Rice, 12-year-old self playing with a gun that the person called and said, "I think it's a toy." Until it's the same energy is kept for our people as for them, I'm still gonna be mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna be mad. It's just there's still a way to look at it and be like, "Oh no, hell no."
Well, we're just gonna say this: they got the trial is gonna be lengthy, and they've got enough time to register him for some classes. Because the next time he come back to do the cry, we're gonna need, just a little water. Maybe he was dehydrated, and I'm trying to help him.
So to the bad actors out there, I've done some bad acting myself. So let me give you some tips. Now, if you want to cry and look like believable, what you can do is take some tweezers and pluck one of your nose hairs right before your scene. It'll automatically make your eyes really water. You can do that. Or stare directly at a wall and don't blink for like 30 to 45 seconds. Your eyes will also get teared from that. Or if you really have trouble, I take some liquid soap and put it underneath my nail. And right before my crying scene, I touch my eye and it burns so much, you'll actually get the red nose and you'll look like you're really crying.
Oh,
there you go, white women and young, school shooters. You're welcome.